What's up guys, I'm back and today's actually Thursday and I finally got everything welded inside the engine bay of the E30, and I also got the E30 inside of the garage now, so it's going to be a lot easier to work during the night, and especially right now since it is 8:30. Yeah, working pretty late today, but I want to get some stuff done. I do want to bolt down the brake booster and then also bolt down the ABS and then just see how everything else is going to go as far as like the brake lines and stuff. But yeah, got everything welded, so let me show you guys how everything came out. This is my favorite piece so far, just because it says V8 BMW, and then also the welds came out pretty good. I grinded down everything. I'm gonna go for like a smooth finish with this. I'm gonna do some Bondo work to it later on when I do paint the engine bay. I just want to finalize everything right now, but I do want to go for a smooth finish and make it look like it wasn't welded on the car, because I think it'll look pretty cool. This is the bracket for the guide. I'm kind of iffy about this, I'm not gonna lie, but I gotta test this out right now and just see if it actually works how it's supposed to. Got this bracket welded down here for the brake booster, and everything is on nice and tight, very strong weld, so that should be no problem. And then I also got two more brackets welded over here for the ABS, which were the old ones that were mounted over there. I managed to save those, welded one down here, and then welded the other one right here on the strut tower, and that should be plenty enough I guess strength to hold the ABS. So now I'm gonna go ahead and test out the brake booster and see if everything works and just see if everything lines up well. The only thing I'm really iffy about, honestly, is the guide right here. So I want to make sure this is actually doing its job, because this was pretty much to prevent this from like pushing upwards. So yeah, that is disconnected from the brake pedal. I just figured that out right now. But yeah, I want to make sure all this stuff is good. So I'm going to test it out, install the brake booster, and see how it works. Okay, so it looks like the guide is doing its job. I'm not really sure if it's gonna cause any problems, because I honestly don't really like how it pushes against the bracket, because when I push the brake pedal it goes up and it's pretty much just banging on this bracket every time I push it. So I'm afraid that it's either gonna bend right here or it's gonna break on this weld. So I just gotta make sure that this stuff is all good when I actually get to drive the car. And then also keep an eye on the brake booster, because it is going at a weird angle, so I'm not really sure if there's like any wear being put on the brake booster every time that I push the brake pedal, because it's going at such a weird angle. So these are just two things that I'm gonna have to keep an eye out for and just check up on frequently, because yeah, this is pretty much my entire brake system in a nutshell. So now I'm gonna install the ABS and then see which brake lines are gonna come over here. A few more things and I think the brake system should be complete. Okay, so I got the ABS mounted, and I totally forgot that there was a plug that actually goes inside of the ABS. So you have like this cover over here, and that plug is all the way over here. And as you guys can see, it is pretty short. So what I'm gonna have to do is just take off all the tape off this wiring loom and see if it's long enough to actually get it to the ABS. So I'm gonna have to take off the brake booster now. I know I just installed this, but I have to take it off just to peel off all the tape down there to see if I can get to that ground wire right there. So I'm gonna go and take it off and then just continue peeling all the tape. Shit. That's it.
A few moments later.
Okay, so this was as far as I was able to get. Anything else was just gonna put too much strain on these wires as they start getting tangled up right here. So I don't want to pull it any further back because yeah, it could potentially damage these, and all of these go to like the headlights and just like other sensors that are in the front, like the fan and all that other stuff. So, and I'm gonna run it through the back of the strut tower like this, and that should be like enough wire to go to somewhere in the middle. Tomorrow I'm gonna go to the junkyard and just cut off a piece of wire from the fuse box, like right here. Try to get it as long as possible and just cut it like all the way down here. So, and that should be enough to extend it all the way to the ABS module over there. I also have to swap out the coolant sensor for an E34 one. So that's going to be pretty fun. I definitely got to extend this one. I just got to figure out how I'm going to do it, whether I'm going to put an E34 one or just keep the stock E31. So tomorrow I'll go to the junkyard and see if I can get that stuff. Hopefully I can find an E30. If not, I'm going to have to wait on it, but I'll check back in with you guys in like 1 second. All right, what's up guys? I'm back, and today I went to the junkyard and I got lucky enough to find an E30 with ABS. Literally the only E30 that I was able to find. So I chopped off the wire and I should have enough wire now to reach over to the ABS module. So here's what I'm working with. As you guys see, I already have it all laid out and it is a little bit more than enough, so should be good. I literally just cut it from the fuse box and all the way by the headlight area. And now I'm just gonna join it together. So I'm gonna splice it right here, get the connector on the other side because I wasn't able to save the connector from the other E30 since it was damaged and it didn't look that good. So I'm just gonna cut it off from right there, put it on this end, and I'm gonna have to solder it and join those wires twice, but no big deal. I think it should work and it shouldn't be any issues. So I'm gonna get to work on it and I'll show you guys what it looks like once it's all done. Okay guys, I'm finally done wiring everything. I soldered all the wires together and I think I did a pretty good job. I think everything should function correctly. Minus these two red wires, I'm not really sure what's the correct order of them. So I left these two just tapped in together because I just don't know where they go. So if the ABS is failing when I get to turn on the car, I'm just gonna switch these around and that's probably gonna be the issue. But these are red, so I'm assuming it might be power supply, and I don't think it really matters, but I'm just gonna play it safe and just leave it like that, and then I'll just find out if there's any issues when I actually get to turn on the car. So now we can finally move on to the brakes. There was 4.5 hours of work right here, guys. So that's gonna be it for today's video. I was hoping that I would get like the brake lines done and all this stuff, but this really took a long time. And I still need to figure out how I'm gonna do my brake lines. I really wanna join them together just to save time, but I don't know if that's gonna work. So I guess we'll find out in the next video what I'm gonna do with my brake lines. And then once the brake system is complete, I can finally test fit the engine in the car, which I'm super excited about because this is honestly probably like the most difficult part about this swap, is just doing all the brake lines, especially if you're keeping ABS and then you gotta extend everything and it's just a mess. So we'll go from right here. I'll keep you guys updated in the next video, so make sure you guys stay tuned and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out guys.
Just wait for me. If you can't, you won't see.